the months in between, I've just doubled what I was earning before.
What's going down, everybody? Today we got a very special interview. I've got Spider-Man himself, Peter Goddamn Parker. Of course not, but we've got the man, the myth, the legend, Joop, who is a VP Plus student of mine. He came in. When did you join VP Plus, Joop?
I joined, I think it was right after I left school in about May, but I didn't start, looking into it properly and getting active in about June. So it's been a few months.
I love it. Well, since then, he's absolutely blown up from around 2,000 followers to well over 11,000. He's now a pretty notable figure in the video editing community on Twitter. He's getting a bunch of traction. He's just started a new YouTube channel, blew up the YouTube channel, and most importantly, he's having success in the video editing space, being a new age video editor, not doing traditional outreach. He's creating content, positioning him as an expert on the internet, blowing up a personal brand, and then that's kind of the lead magnet that's bringing clients to him. So without further ado, I'd love it, Joop, if you could give us a breakdown of what's recently happened to you in the past couple weeks. What have you done?
Yes, sir. So I've been pretty inactive on Twitter. I've been editing for a few years, but only now have I taken it serious since leaving school. And I was trying out different things on Twitter. I did, some before and afters, some just like image posts and stuff. Nothing was going really well, averaging about 100 likes or less. And then I've posted a few tutorials, just really quick ones, like 20 odd seconds long. And I was getting usually 100 likes, and they've gone from 100 to about 500. And I'm like, oh, this is what the people want. Quick and easy stuff. So I did a few tutorials. They were doing very well. I grew just a little bit. And since the tutorials were doing well, I thought, well, why are the tutorials doing well? Because they're what the new editors want to see. So I had to think, and I've gone, okay, when I first started editing, what would I have really needed? That would have helped me out so much when I started. And I went off of that, and I've gone, I need to release a sound effects folder, because honestly, downloading the stuff off of like a dodgy website from YouTube. So I was like, okay, let me just release my sound effects folder, because I've been editing on and off for a few years, so I've accumulated a really big folder. I've gone, right, I'll release this because, as I was thinking, what do the people want? So I've hyped up the tweet just a couple days before, and I've announced it, and it overnight I tweeted it, and I was like, oh my god, it got 200 likes in an hour. That's crazy. I went to bed and I woke up to like 3,000 followers, and the tweet was on like 8k likes. It was crazy, and I've just kind of tried my best to keep that going, tried to stay consistent, and now branching out onto better things.
Beast, brother. And right now that post sits to like 500,000 views. You've now gained like 9,000 followers. You had like 2,000 before you posted those, right?
I had just under 2,000, and none of them even looked at my tweets.
Yeah, so it was basically an inactive profile from back in the day, whatever the case may be. Really. So you've blown the hell up. Like, 11k, in like, I guess, in like the Mr. Beast world's nothing, but in the editing community, that's fucking a super significant new amount of followers. You've done absolutely awesome. So could you tell us, obviously on this channel, a huge part of the strategy is new age video editors are blowing up social media accounts and attracting inbound leads. So just to like real quickly recap, you've absolutely crushed it, but what did the kind of back end look like off the back of that? Did you get a lot of inbound leads from that? Were people interested in other endeavors? Were people asking to pay you for things? Like, what was the kind of back end, the DM side of it? What were your inbounds looking like off the back of that?
Well, I have literally, since that tweet, I have answered every single DM that I've gotten, because I always find them interesting. So I've got a good few inbound leads of people, but I'm very specific of who I work with. I'm not really on like the grind set. I really only edit if I like really enjoy it.
Respect.
So like, since that tweet, I got a DM, and it was like, it was for a few thousand a month, but it was content that I didn't really like, but it was just off the back of that tweet, like a couple days later, offering me a job of like a couple thousand retainer. I didn't take it because I didn't like the content. I like to work for my freedom.
Nice.
But from that, I've gotten 3 new clients. That doesn't sound like much, but the videos are lovely to edit. They're making me a lot more money than before. Since that tweet, the months in between, I've just doubled what I was earning before, which is great.
And 2 extra revenue off the back of that. And by the way, you said you've taken 3 new clients, but that's only you cherry picking the ones that you absolutely care about and want to work with.
Super specific, and I think I can work with them well, and I'm actually making something that I enjoy. Yeah, I could have like 10 clients on right now and just be unhappy and just be working all day. I'm very specific with who I choose, but yeah, that's me picking them.
Super respect to you. That's absolutely legendary. So I think, so in theory, you closed 3 quality inbounds that you genuinely cared about your content from it, but if you had to estimate, what do you think like was the maximum, like the total inbounds you got in total?
Honestly, I'm still getting DMs just from
every day.
Just from like tweeting recently. I'm in talks now with 3 other people, but I got at least like, God, thinking about it now, I did reject a lot of people just because of price issues. I know my worth. But
nice.
God, I like 15. Something crazy like that. Between 10 and 15.
Nice. And what you just said right there is actually crucial. Like Twitter, the blue path, actually grinding a personal brand, you will get a lot of time wasters naturally. And I think respect to you, Joop. How old are you, by the way?
17. 18 at the end of this month, though.
Beast, bro. Absolute beast. I can't wait to see you at the live event next Friday. You're doing fantastic for your age, bro. You're absolutely crushing it. But respect to you, because at your age, a lot of people will be taking on the grind set of like, I've got, 24 hours in a day. I could get away with sleeping maybe 4. That means I got 20 hours to grind, and they end up burning out. So mega respect to you for, in theory, having the demand. People were coming to you saying, hey, we've got the money. We want to pay you. You said, no, I only want to hold out for the best people. So mega respect there, bro. Because we're talking about what you like to do, what type of videos you like to do. What type of videos do you offer? Who do you sell them to?
The type of videos I offer, I'm actually happy to do any style of content as long as I find it entertaining. If it's something that I watch a little preview of it and I'm like this is boring, I don't enjoy it. I got an inbound the other day and it was really simple editing and it was fine money. Yeah. But it was like 50 minutes and it was like a shopping channel, but on YouTube, they used to have them on TV. Yeah. I was like, right, I'm not doing that. But
legendary.
I mostly stick to Minecraft because I think I've made a name for myself in that community. I'm still the 8-year-old who loves playing Minecraft in my spare time. I just enjoy the content, so I just really stick to, what I enjoy. It just makes sense. So I mostly do Minecraft videos, but I'm always happy to branch out and do other stuff that's kind of similar in the same genre. I'll do other games and stuff, but Minecraft, to be honest, I think that's where it's at for me.
I love that, bro. And so if you were talking to somebody else, like, is that your advice to other people? Like, should they... They're on the come up. Should they take anything, or should they actually focus on the content that they enjoy the most? Is the most longevity in that? Like, speak to that a little bit. The person who's on the come up, who's unsure about what to edit.
I think it's very personal, but I think if you're someone who you just started editing and you are all about the money, all you want to do is make money. You just want to absolutely grind. Honestly, take everything. Take everyone's PayPal info and just get as much money as you want. But if you're someone who, like, for me, example, I live at home with my whole family and I can stay at home and save for whatever I want. I've not got bills to pay or anything like that. I've not got a lot of responsibility, really. So if you've got the freedom to choose what you enjoy, 100% of the time, take what you enjoy over doing stuff that you don't want to do, because then it's going to feel like a job and you're going to get burnt out. When I found out when I was like 13 that I can actually get paid for editing, my mind was blown because I just enjoy it so much. So if it's a passion for you and you just enjoy editing and you can afford to not be on that grind set and you can afford to not make a lot of money for a good while, I'd say take the passion every time.
Beautiful. I absolutely love that. And I think what you said there is so personal. It is so case by case. Like, everyone has a different setup.
Definitely.
100%. So you said you joined VP Plus in May, so you've been here for basically like 4 months, something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, I love
Absolutely motivating. It's great there.
I love it, bro. I love it. And were you grinding? How were you getting clients before VP Plus?
God, honestly, the way I was getting clients before, I wasn't. In all honesty, I've been in the editing game for quite a while. So it was about 3 years ago now. On an old Twitter account, I was editing for some random Minecraft guy, and another big Minecraft YouTuber saw my tweet and replied, and that tweet blew up. So both times I've done well in my editing career, it's off of a tweet blowing up. Twitter's the way.
Nice.
So she replied to the tweet, and then I got a DM off of like a really big Minecraft YouTuber. Mm-hmm. And in total honesty, everything just kind of piggybacked off that. Like, I've kind of just gone down the ranks of these popular Minecraft YouTubers.
With the referral game, just being referred.
Yeah, 100%. That's exactly how I've done it. So it was all referral, and just like, the only way I got clients if I was doing outbound stuff, I'd just pop them a quick message and I'd say, and I've edited for this person who's got a lot of rep in the community. So then I can be trusted because of how popular they are.
That's 10 out of 10. So speak to getting recommended. If somebody, you can turn in theory one good job into 3, one good job into 5, one good job into a career, rather than burning and churning 100 clients. So could you speak to the recommendations game? How does somebody do the best job? Like, in fact, that's actually going to be one of my questions. It rolls in perfectly. Like, a lot of people focus on acquisition, but not fulfillment, right? Because like they focus on bring as many in as possible. I don't care what you're paying. I don't care what the work is. I'm about the money. And they go so hard on acquisition, acquiring clients, they forget to fulfill, and then they end up churning. So speak to fulfillment. How do you fulfill? How do you make sure a client has a good service and they want to come back? And even more than that, they want to recommend you to their peers.
I think fulfilling your promise of, giving them a good product, I think it's really easy if you're good at what you do. So when you're speaking to all these people who you want to edit for, and you land a job with someone, even if you think they've got like the slightest amount of reputation that could get you into contact with a lot of other people, bro, just be nice to them. Be sound. Treat them like a friend. Be quick with your edits. Don't do the I'll get started on this tomorrow maybe, and then you bring it a couple days late. Get the video done as early as you possibly can, showing off all your best skills, because a client's going to be really happy with you if you send them the video earlier than they thought. The skills are great, your communication skills are great, and you're just happy to work with them. That makes them want to recommend you to other people.
Smooth service. I couldn't agree more. Like one of the worst things you could ever do is miss deadlines. It's like quite literally the 100%. Fundamentals. It's like over exceed expectations in the early days. Like, I mean, whatever first video you're given, go above and beyond. Don't even try
and crazy with it. Set the standard high as soon as you join. I used to be really bad with deadlines, especially when I was in school. I get home from school and I can't be asked.
Yeah.
I've read a few productivity books since then.
Yeah.
Just before I left school, so that I know I would get deadlines. I hardly ever miss deadlines now. It's very, very rare that I miss deadlines.
Yeah, that's amazing. And that's the thing, like, you actually have wiggle room. If you're executing nonstop, you're always on point. If some genuine real thing pops up, your client understands. Oh, no worries.
They're going to understand.
Right?
Yeah, 100%.
Because it's completely out of character for you to miss. But it's like, if you're that guy that's always missing deadlines, always making it their fault. Oh, I had this, I had that. You're going to churn. You're going to churn right away, and they'll find somebody else. And like, that's why they appreciate the people who do hit deadlines, because anybody who's hired has always dealt with someone who's missed a deadline. Then they miss their upload schedule. Every YouTuber has a certain time in their head they want to upload the video. If you mess that up, you're messing up their
You're ruining the whole flow of the business on the YouTube channel.
Oh, and that's really bad. Like thumbnail designers as well. One of my pet peeves is when I goddamn have my video, but the thumbnail's like, well, whatever, it is what it is. But Joop, this has been a legendary interview. I want to wrap it up. How can someone who is either in VP Plus or watching on this channel not in VP Plus, who wants to clone your success on Twitter, how can they go about blowing up themselves on Twitter? What are the most crucial parts to it? How would you replicate your success for somebody who wants to do so?
Okay, well, first off, if you're not in VP Plus, what are you playing at? Just join.
You're right, man.
Well, overall, you have to be unique. I'm seeing a lot of people, I'm not slating any of them, but they'll join VP Plus and I'll see that they've got like the exact same banner, the exact same looking description. It's just got their name and video editor on it. I think you need to make your personal brand personal. That's what makes it your brand.
Yes, speak.
And people love a personal brand when they see something that's maybe not even related to you, but they get to think of you because of how strong your personal brand is. That's great. Like, if I guarantee you, most of my followers, if they see like PS1 Spider-Man, they're gonna think of me instead of actually Spider-Man. So if you can get your personal brand sorted, that's half the work, because you stand out so much. That's what people love. For blowing up on Twitter, stay consistent. Obviously, literally anything in life, staying consistent is how you do it. Provide quality, provide value. Why is VP Plus so popular? Because of the amount of value it gives. Why did everyone want to download that sound effects folder that I sent them? Because it adds so much value.
Huge.
Provide value to everyone.
You know what you do, Joop? That I think is excellent. I wish more people did this. If you can do this, this is incredible. You let your personality shine through. That giveaway
100%.
was you doing a voiceover. It was actually, like, honestly, on par, if not higher than the average Minecraft content creator's voiceover or presentation of their video. You match the style that you're in, you match the niche you're in, and you position yourself as an influencer, as a personal brand, right? You actually let your personality shine through that. Then the branding principles you talked about there, about the PS1 Spider-Man, this is like next level. I think you're totally right. Like, being generic, and I think that's the problem, is like personal brand isn't a robot science. It's not like outreach where it's like, if I do 10,000 emails and I get like a 1% response rate, this amount of people will convert. It's not quite like an exact science like that. It's very personal. It's very case by case. And I think when I see anybody who succeeds, the guys who really crush, they're not afraid to let their personality shine. The personal brand feels different. Like, this isn't a shadow conglomerate. The difference between like a big conglomerate mega brand like Coca-Cola or Pepsi or something is they need to make all their advertising super vanilla. So like all the world, the billion people that'll see it, all kind of like it a little bit, right? It's just okay.
Yeah.
The difference with personal brand is it's a personal brand. It's you. It's letting you shine through. So I think that's
the name, man.
Bro,
yeah.
Exactly. Like that to me is such great advice. I think so many people can take something away from that. Like, don't make a cookie cutter personal brand. Make something that's truly attached to you. Don't let don't be afraid to let your personality fly. And I absolutely love that, bro. What's next for you, Joop? Where can people find you? I know you started a YouTube channel. Where can we find you?
Yeah, well, obviously on Twitter, just Joopage, and you caught me actually in the middle of me working on it. I'm posting my first ever YouTube video as we're recording this now. It's going to be 9th of August. It'll be out. Subtitle tutorial. Everyone needs subtitles. In-depth animations. Make it look smooth and stuff. So YouTube and Twitter, man. Same name everywhere.
Link down below. Joop, thank you so much for joining me on the channel today, brother. And more power to you, brother. Man. Keep crushing it.